To Armoured Skeptic. I've been a subscriber of yours since 2014, so pretty much since the beginning of your career, and I've enjoyed the vast majority of your content, with a few exceptions, one of which being one of your more recent videos titled Some Self-Reflection on your Armoured Gregory channel. Now, what I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to respond to the overall theme and spirit of your video, as well as later on go into some of the more specific things you said and respond to those directly. So in the video, you go over some of the more recent controversies you've been involved in, some of the backlash you've received for some of the things you've said and done. You bring up, for instance, the calling everybody an Armored Skeptic clone if they wear a suit and have an avatar, and the JonTron video. Now, in particular, I'd like to bring up the JonTron video simply because that's where I got a little bit upset with you. And maybe my reasoning is mine alone. I stand alone on this, but something tells me that I don't, at least not for my reasoning. And that is, for your entire career so far, you've been on this spiel of, I'm a skeptic and I don't like labels. I won't even, I'm reluctant to take the label skeptic because even that's a label and it has baggage. And you can claim that you don't feel that anymore, but you at least still do to some degree, because you talk later about how you don't want to take sides in a political debate. So it's not exactly the same thing, but it's in the same ilk. Well, anyway, in your JonTron versus Destiny commentary video, you essentially ask JonTron to label himself. You're like, oh, are you alt-right? Here are some options for some labels you can pick out. And to me, that just seemed a little bit hypocritical. That was just my 2 bits on that. Now let's move on to some of the more specific things you said. In your response to Logic's video on you and your whole Armored Skeptic clone thing, you had this to say.
You probably could have just tweeted me that I was wrong and then given me the chance to say that I was wrong.
Which is just fucking ridiculous. Did you not watch his video? There's no way he could have made all the points he made in that video, even in the shortest summary possible, in 140 characters or less. You know Twitter has a 140 character limit. You tweet all the fucking time.
I'm going into my 3rd year now.
No, you're going into your 4th year. You've just completed your 3rd year. After some more statements about that particular video and that exchange, you bring up how you were talking a lot about politics and how they don't interest you, and you followed that statement up with this.
If I'm interested in something, my brain just absorbs it. But if I'm not interested in it at all, then I'm actually completely incapable of retaining complex information about the thing.
Oh, so you're telling me that your mind functions like a normal human being's? Cool. Now, if you think I'm being a dick for pointing out semantics and technicalities like that, pay attention to this.
Logic spends a good deal of time in his video pointing out that I have an ego. Now, bearing in mind that that's redundant because everybody has an ego.
Ego, in the context of somebody saying, hey, you have an ego, does not mean the psychological, technical term meaning identity. They mean you're being narcissistic. You're being full of yourself. Do you even colloquialism, bro?
What he really just means is that he doesn't like my personality and that the fact that I'm full of myself.
So in other words, he's saying you have an inflated ego.
I'm not enough of a dick that if you point out that I'm wrong, that I won't correct myself.
Really? Well, I pointed out how you were wrong. Now I look forward to you correcting yourself.
But the thing is that a lot of you, the reason you think you hate me...
Personally, I don't hate you, and I don't think most of your audience hates you, or thinks they hate you, whatever the fuck that would mean.
...is because I have an ego.
Once again, speaking only for myself, I do find it a bit off-putting that you've become narcissistic, although I do understand why you did. I mean, 3 years and 350,000 subscribers? Congratulations, buddy. But it's still kind of off-putting that you've become egotistic. But, once again, yes, we understand why. I don't know what that would be like to become that popular that quickly.
I think the truth of the matter is that you just don't like my personality.
Yes, your egotistical attitude that you've developed is rather unbecoming. Like I said, it's not entirely your fault, but it is unbecoming. That is the truth of the matter. But to point out kind of the ridiculousness of saying, well, it's not my ego, it's my personality, I'm going to put it in different words for you. It's like if you went out and bought a poodle and you featured it in every single video and it was barking and yipping and all your fans were like, hey, you've got this barking, yipping poodle in all of your videos and it's really fucking annoying and off-putting. And you had said to us in response, well, it's not really my poodle you don't like. It's my dog. Now do you see kind of how ridiculous your statement is?
And you're trying to blame me for that by saying it's my ego.
To point out once again, I'm not blaming you. And I certainly don't hate you. I still enjoy your content. But you can be kind of narcissistic, and we're pointing that out because we want you to change and be for the better. But once again, like, we certainly don't blame you for being narcissistic. That's just, any person who gains a huge following like you have in such a short amount of time is definitely going to develop an ego.
But the thing is, I can't help my personality.
True, but you can alter your behavior.
I know a lot of you are sick of the centrist bullshit, but I'm not sorry for that.
You're not what for that?
I'm not sorry for that.
Oh, you mean sorry. Okay. Yeah, all that Letterkenny and Trailer Park Boys are really paying off for me. So anyway, yeah, you don't have to be. Quite frankly, I prefer you and your centrist sort of not taking sides view. I still trust you, I mean, I took a few jabs at you this video so far, but really, all in all, you're one of my favorite YouTubers, and you'll remain as such.
I need to stop thinking about myself and my ego, and I need to start thinking about the greater good and the things that I believe in.
Yes, that is an excellent step forward, in my opinion.
I think Season 3...
Season 4?
For Armoured Skeptic, it's going to be a big reset, going back to form. Making it entertaining again, fun again.
Great again?
And about the debate. I miss the debate.
I do too, and I look forward to all of your future content. Thank you for watching this, and for your time and attention. Sincerest regards, Ledger Balance.